Hey, hey, sis. Honey words. Okay, this is the juicy goodness. You just need to be generous. You do. And yes, the word is compliment. Yes, that's what you're doing. You're giving the guy a compliment. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with giving him a compliment? Okay, I can hear you. He doesn't deserve it. He hasn't earned it. Yes, he has. He's been nice to you. He's been telling you jokes and saying good morning to you every day. And he came and sat next to you at church. So give him a compliment. Use honey words. My favorite thing to do with honey words is tell a guy why. This is why I'm giving you honey words. Okay, so let me give you a couple of examples, right? So an example is, I have seen some beautiful text messages from my clients to the guys that they're talking to. And they're just beautiful, beautiful honey words. And I have clients who go really strong with the honey words, like from the get-go. And I think that's a beautiful thing. Don't be afraid to use honey words early on. Don't be afraid to. Don't be angry and bitter and waiting for him to deserve it. Use honey words. Now, I think that honey words is the easiest of the 4 flirting pure techniques because, first of all, you are a kind woman. You are a generous woman and you're used to being encouraging. So that's all you're doing. Don't think of it as anything other than encouraging. Now, he's your brother in Christ. He is a man, a human that God created. So I know a lot of times women don't like to flirt with men because they feel like they're leading them on. So I always say, then don't lead them on. But that doesn't mean you can't be kind. That doesn't mean you can't be generous. When I was single, I talked to so many non-Christian guys that I knew in my head I would never marry. That didn't stop me from talking to them. Like, you're single, you can talk to anyone. Like, I mean, honestly, even if you're married, you can talk to anyone. It's more the intent. So I truly believe that if you have the intent of maliciousness, then you're leading people on. But if you don't intend to lead a guy on, then you probably won't lead him on. Like, men know you're not going to marry them. Like, they know it. Like, they can tell you have no interest in marrying them and you're just being nice. And they will say thank you and they will feel good because you are nice to them. Heads up. That's all honey words is, being nice to people. Okay? So stop telling yourself, oh, I'm going to lead him on. Stop that. Like, you're not. He's going to know. And there's this beautiful, I love Instagram and I love TikTok and there's this thing like, how will they know? They're going to know. They're going to know that you don't really want to be with them. They're going to know. And you're being nice and they're going to say thank you, as I said. So that's honey words for you. Use them. It's simple. It's just compliments and it's just saying nice things and you can do it to any guy. Here's the reason why you want to do it to any guy. It will change you. You need to practice using honey words. You need to come up with some honey words lines that you can trot out or that you feel confident to come up with new ones every time you meet a new guy and have it apply to the guy. You need to practice flirt pure. It's not something that's going to happen if you don't practice. You've got to learn. You've got to read the books. You've got to get the coaching. You've got to practice. You've got to put in your reps. You're not going to be a flirt pure siren unless you practice. So if you wait until you find the man of your dreams to start doing it, it will be too late. You need to practice Flirt Pure on every guy you meet right now. And remember what I said in the Grow Your Value podcast. You need to be meeting 2 new men a week. Now, if you're listening to this and you're saying that sounds like work, it's because it is work. Because this is going to be the work of your lifetime. This right here, what you're doing, where you're listening to this podcast and you're getting better and you're developing your siren voice and you're knowing your value and you're starting to show your value, this will be the most important thing that you do this side of heaven, other than having kids if you want to have kids. Like this right here is what God created. This thing where you get married, this is what God said. It's not good for man to be alone. Yeah? Let's get you married, sis.